What are the two most important factors in determining the magnitude of the lattice energy of an ionic solid? Well, what is lattice energy? Lattice energy is removing the ions, the cation and anion, from each other in the gaseous phase further enough apart from each other that they no longer sense one another and they're no longer in their lattice crystal. So it's no longer an ionic solid. The two things we care about is ionic size and ionic charge. That's the two most important things to determine this. The greater the size, the greater the charge attraction, Coulomb's law, the harder it is to pull it apart. The um, bigger the size, the further apart they are. Coulomb's law tells us that means that they have less charge attraction. And our last example, consider the following three compounds, NaCl, MgO, and KBr. Based upon a consideration of lattice energy, which compound is expected to have the highest melting point and which is expected to have the lowest melting point. Remember, when you do these things, the first thing you do is you look at charge. Charge is more important than size, so look at charge first. +1, -1, +2, -2, +1, -1. The one with +2, -2 has the biggest charge difference. So that's going to take the most energy to split it apart, which means it's going to have the higher melting point of the compounds themselves. So MgO is highest melting point. This also would lead to the highest boiling point. Next, the other two species I have are both +1, -1 charges, so charge doesn't matter. Now I have to look at size. Sodium is smaller than potassium. Chlorine is smaller than bromine. The smaller the size, the closer they are to each other. Remember, it's the electrons, outer electrons from one species attract to the nucleus of another. So the smaller the size here, the easier they can correlate to each other, the easier they can interact with each other. Coulomb's law tells us it will have a higher attractive charge, which means that KBr will be its largest species. They'll be further apart, less thing holding them together. It will have the lowest melting point. And so if I actually want to rank these, I know it didn't ask for that, but if I wanted to rank it, KBr is less than NaCl, is less than MgO.